Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Nako, good news, no? Merong mga Pilipinong, I'm sure, makikinabang dito sa changes sa mga priority categories or jobs na in-announce po ng Canada tungkol sa express entry for 2025. Yan po ang ating pag-uusapan. Ano bang mga pagbabagong yan? At ano ang mga mapapakinabangan lalo ng mga Pilipino sa announcement na yan? Kasama natin, isa na rin sa mga suki natin dito sa In a Nutshell yan, si Kuya Mikmik or Michael Corrales ng Suncor Unlimited. Hello, Kuya Mikmik.
Hello po Miss Ina. Thank you for having me again. Hello mga kababayan. Ito na naman po si Kuya Mikmik ang inyong lingkod. So, Miss Ina, maganda yung topic natin for today because siguro Miss Ina, let me spill the beans for them.
Go.
Nung February 27, 2025, there are changes made on the express entry category-based selection, mga kababayan. So, siguro Miss Ina, explain muna natin ano ba yung category-based selection because it's it might be a new term for some.
Okay.
Category-based selection, ibig sabihin po, may certain list of jobs na medyo priority ng Canada under the express entry system. So pag sinabi pong priority, there's a possibility na yung express entry cut-off score mas mababa to accommodate people who have this particular set of job experiences sa mga listahan. So Miss Ina, it's possible na, for example, ang score niyo po 500, kayo ay bank manager under Canadian Experience Class. Ako po, kunyari, ang score ko 451, tapos ako po ay, ano ba maganda example? IT, kunyari, or civil engineer, yan, kunyari, civil engineer. Kunyari po, ang cut-off score, 450. Pero exclusive for STEM or civil engineers, kasama sa STEM, kahit kayo po ay 500, hindi kayo kasali kasi exclusive yung draw for a certain category. Kaya po siya category-based selection. So, ako po, kung 450 yung cut-off, 451 ako, kahit na ang iisipin ng iba, yung 500 si Miss Ina, mas una mapi-PR. Pag pumasok, pag nag-kick in yung category-based selection, apart from the score, may extra filter po tayo, which is your NOC or yung particular job experience. Ang kagandahan, Miss Ina, that's why people are excited about it. I'm also excited for the applicants. Ang minimum requirement for the category-based selection is 6 months experience in the last 3 years. So, inside and outside Canada po. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga wala sa Canada, may opportunity din sila dito. Of course, the scores would matter, but again, the scores would be lower than the traditional, let's say, Canadian Experience Class draw. So, yun po yung advantage. Magandang balita kasi po, Miss Ina, the good news here is the category-based selection has expanded to more industries na hindi natin nakalaing makakasama pala sila compared to, I think, in 2023-2024.
Yeah. Ayan klaro guys hindi lang po ito good news para sa mga, let's say, mame-mention nating trabaho later on na nandito sa Canada na maybe itong 2024, 2023 medyo problemado. Later on, we'll talk about that. Hindi lang sila yung matutulungan ng balitang ito. Pati po yung mga nangangarap sana na mag-Canada na akala hindi. Ngayon, you can check out, we will discuss the specific jobs na hahanapin ngayon ng Canada for 2025 so that you can submit a profile through the Express Entry program, di ba?
Yes.
Okay. Sige, papakita ko guys yung mismong announcement. And then Kuya Mikmik can tell us, ano bang bago? Ano bang trabaho? Ano bang binago sa priorities from last year to this year, Kuya Mikmik?
Ayan. So, actually, Miss Ina, nagkaroon ng mga dagdag bawas sa category-based selection. So, there are 6 categories. Siguro po yun yung pwede natin pakita. The first category would be your French speakers. So,
iba pala itong pinapakita ko. Mali na naman ako. Ano ba to?
Ayun po.
Ito.
Ayan. Ayan po. So, makita po natin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there are 6 categories na people can participate and you don't necessarily have to be in Canada. Unahin po natin yung number 1, French. So, ang French po, pasadahan ko lang po mabilis para for our viewers din po. Ang French po, kailangan level 7 on the French speaking side. So, ang level 7, hindi siya imposibleng magawa ng Pilipinong matutunan sa isang taon. Makikita nyo sa mga social media, may mga Pinoy po na marunong mag-French, tapos pagtatanungin nyo, normally 6-7 months natuto sila.
Yeah.
It's really possible. May mga kadugo po ako tsaka ibang kliyente na ito yung pathway nila actually to become
Yeah.
PR in Canada. So it's
Okay.
I've seen it personally. It's a really effective one kasi kung susundan niyo po yung cut-off scores, for 28 was the last one, but a year before it was like 326 yung cut-off. So napakababa po. Kailangan lang po may evidence na may exam tayo na na-hit natin yung score for French.
Yeah. Hindi guys,
some
ganito I have a recent episode about the French language. How you
Ayan,
can
perfect.
use it. I think 2 or 3 episodes back, guys. Puntahan nyo kung
Ayan,
paano
check nyo
this
po.
could be an
Napaka-useful
advantage for
ng
you.
French.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Second would be healthcare. So yung healthcare po, I think there are movements on the healthcare. So pwede po natin click yung sa baba, Miss Ina,
Yeah.
para makita nila yung listahan ng healthcare.
Guys, I will upload this link sa site na ito para
Ayan.
makikita nyo. Yung kiklik nyo yun,
Ito po.
lalabas sa baba, yung
Yes.
specific jobs. O, di ba? Ang galing.
Opo, medyo dumami siya actually kasi kung if I recall yung mga animal technology or vet, parang wala to last time kasi parang wala po siya. So may mga nadagdag and I think parang may mga nabawas din. Pero check niyo po, the good news here, ever since if we go to previous pages po, kasama ang nurse, for example, ang personal support worker, medyo sikat sa mga Pilipino. Kasama din po siya sa listahan. So there's actually a lot of opportunity. And then ayun nga sa page, I think
Naku,
page 2 po yata yung
ang
mga
dami kasi.
personal support worker. Nasa page 2 ang tawag po nurse aides or personal support worker. And po, nurse aides, orderly, and personal service associate. Pero sa Filipino lingo, PSW or personal support worker po. Siguro po, nakita niyo po tier 3 siya. So, tier level 3, kasi yun po yung minimum requirement for express entry. Paalala lang po sa mga kababayan natin na PSW, kailangan po facility-based kayo nagtatrabaho, hindi po home-based. Because yung mga home-based na caregiver, it's a lower tier. So, hindi po siya magka-count. Kailangan po facility-based.
Yun.
So, yun po yung key dito. Kasi yung ibang nagdi-DIY na de-deny kasi nga po, lumalabas hindi sila facility hired. More of household hired sila. So on the health side, good news, maraming trabaho dito nagka-qualify yung mga Pilipino.
Yeah.
Marami po kasi Pilipino, Miss Ina, na radtech, dentist, dental hygienist, pharmacist, madami din po medtech. So maraming, yung health, medyo perfect sa typical Filipino profile kasi kadalasan ng Filipino migrant health worker. So medyo may malaki po chance natin dito, mga kababayan.
Yun nga, yung mga nabanggit ni Kuya Mikmik, ilan lang yun sa mga pasok, okay, na ipaprioritize. Gusto ng Canada, okay,
Yes.
for 2025, o, diba?
Yes.
Chiro, dentist, binabasa ko lang briefly,
Opo.
ano lang.
Yes po.
Pati massage therapist, Kuya Mikmik, meron,
Yes.
no?
Yes,
Kung
pwede
massage
rin.
therapist, anong work experience? Dapat ba, business? Ano ba? Kasi alam mo naman, meron sa atin mga pupunta-punta lang sa bahay, mga ganyan.
Opo, normally may mga massage centers din sa atin or in some cases po na kunyari dati kang PT sa Pilipinas, pagdating mo dito sa mga massage, I don't know if nalalicense sila dito as massage, but sometimes they are massage therapists abroad also, outside Philippines po and outside Canada. So the work experience po kasi it's not limited to Canada or your home country. It's Canada and abroad. So anything outside Canada would also be possible to count in the last 3 years po.
My question, Kuya Mikmik, is baka merong masahista sa Pilipinas. Ay, ano lang siya, yung tinatawagan ba? Tinatawagan pag pumunta sa bahay.
Yung parang hilot po ba, Miss Ina?
O pwedeng hilot o ano man ang nila style.
Siguro po, the challenge would, for some profiles, unlike others na hired talaga, is documentation of you performing the job and being
Yeah.
paid to do the job. So, documentation is key for Canadian applications kasi wala pong interview ang Canada, mga kababayan. Unlike
Oh.
other countries, they might interview you, test your knowledge one-on-one on the spot. Si Canada po, it's the documentations that would prove your worth.
Okay. Again guys, I'll just run through again yung mga
Ayan po.
medtech, ayan, nurse practitioners, occupational therapists, optometrists, medtech nga,
Yan.
pharmacists, paramedical
Yes. Maraming
occupations.
Pilipino dyan.
Oo nga, puro dami natin. Psychologist, physio, ano pa ba?
Tsaka
Social
RN.
workers din pala nandito, Kuya Mikmik. Okay.
Opo. Medyo nabago siya. Hindi ko lang po memorize lahat pero medyo significant po yung mga nadagdag.
Okay.
More so actually Miss Ina sa STEM.
Okay, puntahan natin STEM next. Gusto niyo, Kuya
Yes, I think that would be number
the
3,
next
yung
na.
STEM.
Click
Ayan.
natin.
So, yung STEM naman po, kung titignan natin, may mga nawala actually.
Ano yung nawala?
Kung titignan niyo po, Miss Ina, parang 1 page na lang siya.
2.
2 pages pa din, pero...
Ay, isa na lang yung nasa second
Opo,
page.
yes. So, medyo mahaba po itong listahan na to before. Nawala, for example po, ang web developer. So, for example, madami kasi kami mga clients na web developer, information system specialist. For example, kung titignan po natin yung listahan ngayon, nawala yung mga yon. Yung geological engineer, bago po yan, for example. Pero yung insurance agents and brokers, bago din po ito.
Oo, alam mo maraming naging reaction dito sa social media, nakita ko na parang bakit tinanggal yung ibang mga IT? Ang
dami
nilagay
pong
bigla
IT
insurance
tinanggal.
agent.
Actually, Miss Ina, for example, yung mga software developers nawala. Tapos nagulat tayo, eto yung mga dumagdag. But again, I guess the only thing we could rely on is the government's discretion on the aggregate economic need of the country. Ito yung lumalabas sa study nila na because once again, this is a nationwide reflection of the demand. Kasi ang federal program po nationwide siya, kumbaga all provinces. Kasi po nationwide program siya, so pwede na ito yung demand natin for Canada.
Okay.
So, unlike provincial nominations po na the province has their discretion ano yung need nila.
Tsaka guys, stress pala natin, Kuya Mikmik. Kapag kayo ay nabunot dito pagdating nyo sa Canada, anong status nila, Kuya Mikmik?
Pag kayo po ay nag-qualify under the category-based selection, pag kayo po ay na-approve, landed PR po kayo. So, hindi po work
Diba?
pinag-uusapan natin PR. Siguro Miss Ina, pahapyawan lang natin mabilis ano ba yung process. Gawa po tayo ng Express Entry Profile, magkakaroon kayo ng Comprehensive Ranking System Score or yung CRS score. Aantayin natin na we don't have control or we cannot predict when they would select category-based selections. But once they do and if you hit the cutoff score and the category-based na you qualify for, magkakaroon po tayo na tinatawag na ITA or Invitation to Apply for Permanent Residency. And then you'll have around 60 days to submit your application. Once you submit, between 1 to 6 months, sometimes a little over 6 months ang ibang PR processing, lalabas na po yung PR if you do your application right. Of course, there's no guarantee that once you get the ITA, mapi-PR kayo kasi magsasubmit pa rin po kayo ng dokumento.
Yeah.
Pero ang kagandahan po ng category-based selection, mga kababayan, under the Express Entry System, permanent residency po yung pinag-uusapan natin, hindi po work permit. So dadating po kayo PR na, and then eventually, after around 2 to 3 years in Canada, citizenship na. Yan. So,
grabe, di ba? Guys, take advantage. I'll run through some medyo familiar jobs for me, no? Civil engineers, architects, science managers, cybersecurity specialists. Pasok.
Opo. Actually, Miss Ina, yung civil engineering technology, I think bago din to kasi dati civil engineer lang.
Okay.
Opo.
Electrical and electronics engineering.
Yan, bago din po yan.
And technicians.
Opo.
Diba? Oh, sige. Oh, let's go to the next one. After STEM is, nako, ito, merong isang
Eto.
maganda dito sa trade na
Yung
dinagdag.
yung trades po kasi sikat na sikat sa Pinoy sa carpentry and welding. Pero kung titignan po natin, ito po yung mga bago. Yung floor covering installers, I think bago po to. Almost
Mm.
everyday ko kasi tinitignan tong listahan na to based on my consultations. Kaya parang medyo na-shock ako, ang daming nadagdag. Painter, decorator, bago po. Roofer and shinglers, bago din. Actually, may mga clients kami, mga roofers na nominate sila sa provincial nomination. So I'm not
Nice.
surprised it's here on the list. Concrete finisher, marami din po niyan. Bago din
Oh,
po yan. Other technical trades, bago din po. Water well driller, bago din po to. Electrical mechanics, if I recall, parang bago din po. HVAC, nandyan na po yan dati. Heavy duty equipment, parang bago din. Bricklayer, bago din. Kasi dati po one page lang yung trades, ngayon naging two na. Kaya ang dami
oo,
talaga na
no?
bago. Carpenter, welder, nandyan pa rin. Pero kung bababa pa po tayo, I think it's on the next page.
Nako, ito na.
Ayan, eto ang talagang tuwang-tuwa ang aming mga clients kasi marami pong Pilipino ang cook. So
Correct.
yan
Yung
po
mga
mga
line
cook.
cook, pwede dyan, Kuya Mikmik.
Yes, line cook.
Oh.
Basta po tignan niyo po yung NOC 63200. Nandun po ang roles and responsibilities of a cook. If you hit those descriptions, then of course you could be a cook. Marami pong cook na Pilipino ang pansin ko sa Canada.
Okay.
So good news mga cook. Sino mag-aakala na yung cook kasama sa demand?
Oo, eto nga ang tanong ko kay Kuya Mikmik. I gave him a heads up about this already. Marami mga line cook na itong mga nakaraang taon, Kuya Mikmik, because of the changes, nangangamba na hindi sila ma-PR. Diba?
Ayun po.
Ngayon, I personally know somebody, for example, nag-line cook. Ngayon, ang nasa isip niya, naku, baka hindi na ako ma-PR. He worked hard to be a
Napromote.
supervisor, naging
ayun po.
restaurant manager, na hanggang ngayon, hirap yata mabunot for PR. And then here comes this 2025 category. Cook na, hindi na paano naging supervisor na siya. Pasok ba yun dun?
Ano naman po, there are certain roles that wear multiple hats. The good news about category-based selection, it counts your experience 3 years back. So kung bagong promote kayo, you could still go back to your last 3 years of experience. So kung napakatagal nyo ng manager, obviously, then wala na yung cook experience in the last 3 years. Pero meron po kasing mga ibang workers, madam, na you're the manager but you're still also performing the role of the cook. So depende po kasi ito sa paglitaw ng inyong employment certificate with job description. Syempre yung iba, kung hindi na talaga sila cook, they might explore certain provincial nominations regarding the kunyari tourism and hotel industry kasi madalas nandun yung mga cook. May mga specific provincial nomination pathways for some management or some industries like tourism and hospitality. In some cases, may mga PR opportunities din under provincial nomination for, let's say, the food service industry. So, kung hindi nila makuha dito, they might want to align themselves depending on their province's need. Baka naman dun makuha. Kung hindi pa sa express entry. Or siguro, madam, kung masipag sila mag-aral, nandun nga yung French na talagang sarili nyo lang yung aasahan ninyo na matuto kayo.
Yan. Okay. O yan ang mga cooks. O saya-saya.
Oo nga po, nakakatuwa talaga yung cook kasi ang dami pong cook sa Pilipino sa Canada.
Tapos ito next. Agriculture naman.
Ayan po. So sa agriculture, kung titignan natin, isa na lang. Yung retail butcher or retail or wholesale butcher, this is also a very popular job for Filipinos. Parang taon-taon na lang po, madami kaming na-PPR na ito yung background, retail butcher. This shouldn't be confused with industrial butcher, which is tier 4. Ang retail butcher po, tier 3. So normally, check your setting kung kayo po ba ay retail butcher ba kayo or industrial butcher? Kasi minsan ang Pilipino, basta butcher, akala nila iisa lang yan.
So ano
nahati
po dapat kung retail at wholesale? Ano ang
Ah,
employer nila?
nahati, some employers, they employ both actually. I was
Okay.
surprised the other day, may isang employer, they employ both. Normally po, ang retail or wholesale butcher, makikita nyo ang setting nito. For example, perfect example is grocery. Ang industrial butcher or meat cutter, nasa factory setting naman po ito.
Okay.
So, if you were to take the job, check niyo po yung roles and responsibility ng kontrata ninyo versus the roles and responsibility ng NOC. Kasi po, ang kasama po sa listahan yung 63201, hindi po yung, I think the other one is 9 yata yung simula. Hindi ko lang po memorize yung mga knock numbers. But the meat cutters or industrial butchers, tier 4 po siya.
Yeah.
May separate PR pathway po yun under the entry-level, low-skilled, or in-demand skill stream. For Ontario, for example, it's called in-demand skill stream. So, some provinces, yung tier 4 and 5 na meat cutters, there's also a possibility for PR pathway there.
Okay. Ayan na. Guys, yung sinasabi ni Kuya Mikmik, kasi may separate site na kailangan ko yung puntahan, i-research yun na lang.
Yes.
If you want specifics dun sa job description ng NOC code na ito. Okay? Para
Yes.
malaman, okay kayo dyan. And itong isa ring bago, Kuya Mikmik, lastly, ang
Yes.
education occupation.
Opo. So, dati po, 6 na talaga yung categories. Ang nawala po, actually, sabi ko po kasi kanina, dagdag bawas. On top of the certain jobs on specific categories na nawala at nadagdag, on the categories itself, nawala po yung category ng transport
Oh.
or transportation. Kasi kung titignan
Oo
po
nga,
natin, ma'am,
no?
kung titignan po natin yung sa taas, French, healthcare, STEM, trade, agri, wala na po yung nakalagay na transport na specific category. Pero nalipat siya sa iba. So may mga ibang jobs na truck driver, nakasama pa yata. Pero yung number 6 category ngayon is education, which is once again, magandang opportunity sa mga Pilipino. Kasi ang Pilipino, ano ba? Kung hindi ka nurse, hindi ka IT, hindi ka cook, teacher ka.
Yeah.
Parang yun po yung napapansin ko lalo na sa mga OFW.
Yeah.
There are lots of opportunities now. So 5, hindi lang basta teacher, 5 po. So there's lots of opportunities. There's 5 of them that we see now. Yan po, kunyari, yung mga elementary and secondary teacher assistant. Teacher assistant, di ba? Instructors of person with a disability, ECE, educators and assistants, yun yung maganda. And yung elementary and kindergarten teacher. Tsaka yung secondary, I think is sa Filipino context, high school po yata.
Yan, oo. Ay, nako, alam mo, take advantage ninyo, Kuya Mikmik, because just like nurses, ang mga teachers sa Pilipinas, highly undervalued.
Yes, shoutout sa mga teachers. Ito po ang pagkakataon nyo na if you want to move, there's actually a very tangible and realistic opportunity for you. I'm excited to see the first category-based selection for teachers because I want to know ano ba yung level of cut-off na una nila ilalabas. Would this be on the high side or on the low side? Hopefully on the lower side para mas maraming mag-qualify. Kasi nga, we need good teachers even here in Canada. So yan po.
Yes.
Good news, ito yung maraming, nung nilabas ko yung video ko, actually, halos puro teachers yung nag-inquire. DepEd po ako, preschool teacher po ako sa Thailand, teacher po ako sa Dubai, pwede ba ako? So once again, I always tell sa kanila, Miss Ina, qualifying is one thing. Not all that are qualified are called to become PR because there's also a point system involved. Pero yun nga po, there are things that you have control over, like for example, your English test, if kulang sa work experience, dagdagan nyo lang po. Age is something you don't have control over, but again, there's more factors other than age. So, yun nga po. Tsaka yung category-based selection, historically speaking, mababa siya sa mga traditional cut-off ng express entry, like Canadian Experience Class or provincial nomination. So, very exciting. It's evolving, it's expanding, and it's expanding towards the favor ng mga Pinoy. Kaya tuwan-tuwa po ako.
Yan. Oo. Guys baka may nagtatanong, paano ba mag-apply dyan? Online lang yan. Okay? I-research nyo na lang. Okay? Express entry sa Canada. Mapupunta din kayo doon sa mga
Basta po nasa canada.ca kayo kasi marami pong website na nagpapanggap. Canada.ca po, search nyo Express Entry tapos dapat yung website na nakikita nyo canada.ca yung pinaka-web address.
You do not even need Kuya Mikmik or other RCIC.
Oh, yes.
Just to be clear, you can
wala
do it
po
by
sa
yourself.
batas, mga kababayan, wala po sa batas na kailangan kayo ay mag-hire ng professional tulad ko to do your application. It's totally up to the applicant if you want to hire a professional representative or you do it yourself. So kami po sa Suncor, sa Canadian Corrales Immigration, it's totally up to you. Lagi po na sinasabi, hindi mandatory to hire a professional, a lawyer or an RCIC to make your application. The website is comprehensive and DIY friendly. So wala din pong, siguro Miss Ina, linawin din natin, walang pogi points kung yung application nyo lumilitaw gawa ng RCIC or lawyer. Walang bearing, walang padrino, wala. Patas po to. Your profile reflects your score and your representative doesn't have any advantage towards your application. So, yun po.
Okay, diba? And last point na lang, Kuya Mikmik, I think we should also stress, nag-o-open ang Canada ngayon for all these, jobs. But tulad ng sinasabi ni Kuya Mikmik, there is still no guarantee na kahit qualified kayo, makukuha kayo. One factor, Kuya Mikmik, is also because there are limited slots. Diba natin?
Yes.
Na, ang katotohanan ay binawasan din naman po ng Canada ang mga slots for these, immigrants that they are taking in generally, no?
Yes. The movement of Canada's immigration, if we observe it, binabawasan nila yung quota pero mas nagiging specific sila sa gusto nila. So it's really specific to the need of the country. So there wouldn't be any surplus of other jobs that they don't need.
Yeah.
So yung pong category-based selection, if you observe the previous draws, kunyari yung health, mga 3 to 4 times a year. So hindi siya yung rat-rat po na buwan-buwan na lang meron. So that's why we always say we cannot predict when they will do the draw, what's the score. But I always tell people, if you qualify, it doesn't hurt to put your name out there. Kasi nga po, paano kung sinabi ninyo, ay, 420 lang ako, baka hindi ako makapasok, di kayo gumawa. Tapos yung score pala, 410 lang, so dapat nakasali sana kayo. It doesn't hurt to make one. Kung kayo po ay DIYer, wala namang bayad gumawa ng express entry profile kung DIY kayo. Magbabayad lang po kayo sa gobyerno pag kayo po ay na-invite na to apply for permanent residency. So doon napapasok yung mga government fees. And of course, Miss Ina, remind din natin sila, in preparation of your express entry profile, there will also be costs involved. For example, yung English test nyo, and then yung education credential assessment, for example. Ito yung mga cost na outside the government fees nagagastusin din po ninyo.
Mga i-require din po sa inyo yun upon, getting a profile or setting up a profile, rather.
Ayan.
Okay, yan. Very informative, Kuya Mikmik. Thank you so much. Medyo, maganda, no, yung ating discussion. Kung may tanong kayo, lagay nyo lang dyan sa baba. Tignan ko kung masasagot ni Kuya Mikmik. Pero i-follow niyo si Kuya Mikmik because very active siya sa sarili niyang Facebook page, ha? Michael Corrales. I'll upload here. Sige
po. Michael Corrales po sa Facebook, yung verified na blue check. Sa TikTok, hindi pa po tayo verified. Kuya Mikmik RCIC, yung mga, I think I have over 30,000 followers na doon. So yun po. Or kung sa inyo, sa Suncor page namin or sa yun po. So, dun sa tatlong yun or sa Corrales Immigration na page namin, yan po.
Yan. Okay. Because, sige guys, sa next episode ko, kukwento ko sa inyo, meron pong nagpapanggap na Kuya Mikmik. But for now, we will end this here, Kuya Mikmik. Maraming salamat as always, guys. I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Thank you so much mga kababayan. I hope this is great news for a lot of mga kababayan nating nasa Pilipinas man, nasa Canada or nasa labas ng Pilipinas. Basta po laban lang tayo. Laging always check the news. If you qualify, just try. Never hurts to try. And good luck po.
Yan. Okay, bye guys!
Bye-bye!